Okay, thank you, The Rock, for inviting me to stand here right now. So I'm going to share with all of you regarding to our current issues in most of around the world. So I would choose this topic. It's called.
I have a serious matter to discuss.
I have a serious matter to discuss, and it is called technology addiction in children. So, dear parents, what makes you think that your children tend to be very addictive with technology? Any idea? No.
I don't understand the question.
No, I understand. Okay. What do you think? Why these children tend to be very addicted and absorbed with technology? As you can see, all these young kids and children, adolescents, even at the early age, they already know, they're already expert on how to swipe the tab, how to play games, how to download apps. They're really advanced in that. And don't you ever wonder why? Why they exposed with all this technology? And
because we allow them to use.
Allow them to use. Okay, acceptable. Okay, allow them to use. But my point of view is, what I can say is, the main factors of why this issue is happening is because a lack of attention from parents. When the parents give lack of attention to them, they will tend to fulfill their free time with something else. And what is the most likely easy to access and easy to get now, which entertains them a lot, is technology, gadgets, iPads, and phones, and other technologies. So from that, instead of, for example, as you have mentioned yesterday, when we go back to home, when the children be inquisitive, is it? Inquisitive. When they're asking their parents refer to ignore that attention.
Prefer
to ignore the inquisitive from the kids. So that's why they tend to give attention more to this technology. So I will give you some suggestion on how to curb this problem and how to overcome this addiction towards technology in children. So my first one is to spend more time doing activities with these children. Instead of they playing their iPads, watching YouTubes in technology and whatnot, how about if you take some time and spend your time playing like Nerf War with them?
Nerf War? What is that?
For example.
New games. I don't know. Ask her.
I mean that, the weapons, the artificial weapon.
Laser gun.
Nerf, yes, Nerf.
Oh,
Have you?
It's
like a
laser gun.
Like gun. Like gun.
You mean play a real gun? No, a real toy gun.
No, it's like a toy gun.
Yeah, play a real toy gun.
Oh my god. Real toy gun.
Instead of playing with a gun. On the application.
True. And you can also play Scrabble. Are you clear with my point there?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And you can also like spending your time playing, like bring them to playground and
play football. Real football. Instead of FIFA.
Correct. So in this case, you have fulfilled your free time and you have give them attention so that they will interact with you more instead of interact with those technology. And the second one
is... Stop. Better to put in front of you, like this. So you can look at the notes and look at the audience. If you put it by your side, it can be quite annoying, You speak like this and then you speak again, then so that movement will be quite annoying. This one better. So put it right in front of you.
Less annoying.
Yes. Okay. I'm not saying that you are annoying to me, but it is a better way of presenting. Okay.
Okay. My second point is refrain the technology from their rooms.
Refrain the technology.
I mean, like how to say, exclude the technologies from the room. Like for example, don't give them directly give them the iPads, technology or TV.
Don't allow them to use the devices in the room.
Don't allow them
in their room.
Do not allow them to use the technology devices in their room. Or else this will lead to, for example, with allow them to use the devices, they may like extend their time, like they have school in the morning but they use it but they use it they have school in the morning but they're more spending their time in order to finish that level, that particular level of the game,
causing them
to sleep,
be late for school.
True. And my dia kena ada berapa point?
3 cukup lah. Okay.
Alright. And my final point is, how about if instead of giving them technology, why don't you substitute it with books? Instead of they being addicted with that technology, why not if you give them addicted to books? It is way beneficial to them. Since the kids nowadays, as you can see, they are very like more advanced, right? Like they tend to know how to handle and know how to say
navigate.
Tech savvy.
Navigate around the interface.
Macam pandai lagi. Okay lah. In short, they are more advanced and more clever nowadays. So how about if we substitute that technology with books, so then they can gain more knowledge from the books. Okay. And finally, as a conclusion, I really hope that all of parents here in front of me will take action, monitor and observe the frequency of usage of the technology among your children before it getting worse, and it may give side effects. Like for example, the side effects would be like too addicted with technology may cause that kids antisocial. They will tend to they cannot live, they will feel restless and reckless without
Restless and reckless. Okay, good.
Restless without the presence of technology. So, presence of the technology. So I hope all of your parents can be more aware of this and take action upon this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, clap. Tunggu dulu. Okay, a few things, yeah. First, is the use of the term technology. Okay, you are assuming that all of us parents here know what you mean by technology. So you need to explain right in the beginning, what do you mean when you use the phrase technology? So technology refer to gadgets and devices such as smartphones, iPads, tabs, iPods, and so on. Ada yang guna iPod? Ada? Okay. Okay, and then you should have spoken about the severity of the problem, which we had at the end just now when you said the consequence of using itu kan, they are antisocial, they are restless apa semua kan. So that one should have been right at the beginning. According to a study which has been conducted by University Putra Malaysia in 2017, right? More than 1.3 million children have a severe addiction to technology. Oh wow, 1.3 million, that's a lot of numbers, isn't it? Okay, as a result of their addiction, they suffer from, the study according to the study, children who are addicted to technology will suffer from antisocial behavior, will suffer from short-sightedness, will suffer from apa lagi lah, whatever the problem is. And then baru kita, wow, this is a serious matter. To overcome this problem, I'd like to suggest to parents 3 steps. 3 things. Baru datang dia punya solution, faham tak? So that's why I told you define the problem, and then tell us about the severity of the problem, and then only give the solution. Okay? Macam The Rock tadi, he was speaking to his top management. So because he's speaking to the top management, when you talk about the first train, so it's assumed that we all understand what it is, because it is our subject matter, but not to parents. Even then also, I have to ask The Rock to clearly mention when is the scheduled delivery date, to remind us, if we don't do anything, we must get ready to receive delivery on the 1st of February, 1st of June. Nampak? Because he's proposing to postpone the delivery. Okay, but he is speaking to top management. Yeah, so that means most of the phrases are assumed to be known, to be understood, but not in your case, because you're speaking to parents. Even I was wondering, what do you mean by technologies? Devices, I understand, but you use the word technologies. Addiction to technology, what is that?
I thought technology is the completion of devices, the gadgets.
That's why I don't know. Even I don't know.
Okay.
But devices I understand. But technology?
It's a general term.
No, I don't know.
Because I've been working with technology.
Already. Depository. Depository, yeah. So it's anti-social behavior. They prefer to be lonely than to be with groups, right? They don't play, children, they don't play together. Yeah, they don't play together. And then also they don't know how to mix with other children. That's lacking in social skills. Okay, and they also lack motor skills. Lack motor skills meaning because they don't play physically, so they lack motor skills. They don't know how to balance. They don't know how to run and walk and jump. So because of that, they are very clumsy. They get to simple accidents, isn't it? Which can be avoided.
Late speech ability.
Apa?
Late
speech development also. Late speech development also. Because when they are not sociable, when they are antisocial, they don't need to communicate using verbal skills. Yeah, so that one at the beginning, okay? Well done. Can you call the next one?